Okay, Andrew, talk to you a little bit about what I'm seeing in your swing, hopefully give you a better understanding of what's happening. I don't really get a chance to see the shot shape and the consistency of the shots that you're hitting, so I don't really have as good a analysis as I should or as I could. But from down the line, which is where I started, it's important to keep the club on plane. It falls into the hitting slot we all have a desire to get it into a lot easier. Plane, I'm sure you understand what swing plane is, but it's the plane that the club starts on. You would like to keep it on all the way through the swing. It increases club head speed if you don't have to manipulate it to get it into the swing plane. But I want to talk to you about what I'm seeing in your down the line view. Hopefully give you a better understanding of some things that may help your ball contact in your flat pattern. But down the line, I'm seeing when you get to the top of your swing, instead of having the arm, left arm, in line with the shoulder joints, it's very, very steep, way up here, and then there's a whole lot of swing there. This elbow is completely up above the shoulders. The arm plane will be real important. If you can get this left arm back on shoulder plane, it's going to help that club stay on swing plane better. You're going to find a lot more consistent ball striking. Also going to help you shorten the swing a little. Some of the iron shots that you're hitting look like a John Daly swing. You'll have a lot more control over them if you'll learn to hit them with a 3/4 swing, keeping this elbow down over the center, swing center. I'll give you a little tip to help you with the arm plane and swing plane. I've got a little extension here that I've stuck in the end of a sand wedge, but this came off one of our handicap flags here that broke, and I just use it as a sight reference. It really helps if you have some visual references to help you see what's going on. And when I was a kid, we shot a lot of guns over here where I live. I like to act like this is a shotgun barrel and I'm shooting a bullet at my target line. And the target line is indefinite. It goes each direction indefinitely. But that's the barrel end, and I'm going to shoot a bullet right at that line all the way back. This is going to keep my golf club on swing plane. Once I get waist high, this becomes my shotgun barrel, and I aim it at that line all the way through the swing. This helps me get the club on plane and keep it tough. But it would look like this. Tracing a line with it, and when I get waist high, I should be parallel with it. Now I start aiming this end at that line. That keeps this club on swing plane. All the way through the shot. You're a lot more limber than I am. You're probably going to be able to go a little farther. But you can keep it on plane all the way back if you can keep that pointed at the line. On the downswing, of course, you want to go right back here, and you'll end up with the club coming from the inside to contact the ball, rather than, usually what happens with a very steep arm angle, usually you have an up and down swing rather than a down and around swing. So you'll end up having, and like I said, I couldn't see the ball flight. I don't know what consistency you have, what shot shape you have, don't know what flex you have in your driver, but it would typically set up for a pull. The club would typically move out, be steep, and be a pull to the left. You actually got a very good looking move with the body and the weight shift, so there could be, there's exceptions to every rule. Jack Nicklaus had his elbow way out here, but the first thing he did, he set it right back to his side. So, without being able to see the shot pattern, this is typically what would happen. But if you'll practice with this little thing, it will definitely help the swing plane. I believe it'll help your ball flight. I believe it'll help your contact. Also, the ball positioning may be just a slight bit close to you on the 8 irons or on the shorter irons. It looks like you have a little bit of an angle here, and the club may be just a fraction close. Make sure once you get set up, most of your tour players will fully extend, usually setting their right foot in first and then build off the club head. Most of the time they're going to set up, they're going to have a fist, maybe a fist and a half from the zipper to the butt of the club. Sometimes I see you jammed in a little. That can cause a neck shot or maybe a pull or cause some funny things to happen. And also it looks just a little bit like you may have the grip in the palm of the hand. This can cause the right hand to dominate a lot. Try to keep it out in the fingertips. Try not to make a right angle with the back of this hand and this knuckle or this one. If you'll notice in Tiger Woods or all your good ball strikers, when they swing the club, they keep it down in the fingertips. It increases the club head speed, it makes the hands move more freely, and it takes a little of the dominance out of the right side. Work on these tips, Andrew. I promise they'll help, especially this little shaft extension if you can find you one of them. It also helps in the short game. If you want to practice a short game, it promotes the body to move in the right direction, and it promotes a forward leaning shafted impact. Short shots, chip shots, 15 yards or less, take it back. It instinctively takes the flip out of the short game. It'll help your short game too, but if you'll practice it just pointing it at the line like a shotgun or a rifle, it'll teach you what swing plane should look like and feel like. And then when you get back down and you start practicing, it should help your bow flight and your contact. Thanks a lot. Let me know how it's going.